everyone, I hope you're all well. Welcome back to another studio vlog in the corner of craft. The cats have been quite annoying this morning. Such is life. So plan for the day is to basically prep for the shop update. I have the Resistances collection going in the shop on Saturday, but it's available to people in the Biscuit Brew crew who support Patreon 24 hours earlier. I've just run up the stairs. Just had to chase the cat. Oh. Yeah, if you're part of the Biscuit Brew crew on Patreon, then you have access 24 hours before, which means I need to get everything ready today. Today is Thursday, the 28th? 7th. The 27th of, don't know why I looked at that calendar, that's not current, January. And yeah, that's it. I have a bunch of mini skeins I need to twist. I need to photograph yarn. I mean, I've got some photos of yarn, but I need to like photograph like the full bundle sets on all the different bases in case anyone wants any of those. And yeah, twisting up mini skeins is the first port of call. I've just photographed a bunch of colour combos together to share on Instagram for people that wanted to see various colours together, which is really fun and interesting to see. The different colour combinations that people are curious about. The cats are so distracting. But yes, that is the plan for today. That's very close to my face. Twisting up mini skeins and then photographing yarn. Hey everyone, you're quite precariously balanced on a computer speaker. Ugh. The camera battery died, so you missed out on the end of me twisting mini skeins while this charged. I also photographed the yarn and something else, I feel. I edited the photos, that was the other thing I did. Now I am going to be creating the listings and getting it all ready and then writing the post for Patreon and scheduling that to post tomorrow, which will be today for you at 12 p.m. Because they have a 24-hour head start on pre-orders. And then, yeah, then I'll pop it up on the main website at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Hey, bub, you alright? She's not going to like this at all. This is twice that I've disturbed her today. She was all settled down nice on a chair upstairs. And then I came downstairs. So she had to come down with me because she couldn't stay up there. Sorry, I'll pop you back. This is Kimchi. She says hi. She very impatiently wants to get away from me. But yeah, both her and Miso were up upstairs with me and keeping me company while I twisted all those mini skeins. I had the window open, not very wide, and they kept like looking as though they wanted to jump out. Just like, oh goodness, don't need you on the roof. That is a place that I wouldn't be able to get you from. So yeah, it wasn't open wide enough for them to jump out. But yeah, it's all part of the fun. I feel quite tired today and I don't know why. It took me a while to get to sleep last night. I mean, I did eventually, obviously. But yeah, I've been reading a lot more. and it's been taking up a lot more of my free time. I read the book of Verity in like 2 days. I'm not that quick of a reader, but I'm not a slow reader, I suppose. I don't know. Currently, I'm on the computer and I'm going to download all these pictures. Why aren't they all on here? That is my number one question. Yeah, it was a really, really good book. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, no, it says it's almost done. Okay, maybe I just wasn't patient enough. Yeah, no, Verity was a really, really good book. I spent most of it being like, mate, this is a messed up author who can think to write this and blah, blah, about a person. And then at the end, I was just, left feeling a bit confused, but like in a good way. Like you don't know if what happened or if it didn't or whatever. And it's like, ooh, nobody knows. It does deal with child loss, just as a heads up, if that's a topic that you're a bit sensitive with. But it's a really good book. It's by Colleen Hoover. And yeah, it's really good. I very much enjoy it. I'm just going to turn the screen off because it was flickery. But yeah, so I finished that and now I'm ready to start one of my 2 new books. I have The Girl Before, which I bought because of the BBC series. I watched the first episode and was like, this seems like it would be a book I'd enjoy. And then The Girl in the Window, which I just saw in the charity shop and it was £2. And I feel like I've heard of it before, but I've not read it. But I posted on Instagram last night about it and people have said that they watched it and really enjoyed it. So that's good. So I'm going to get these listings listed. And then I kind of want to cast on a shawl with some of these new colours. I need to think about show samples at some point very soon because I have a show at the end of March and have no samples for it. So don't know what I'm going to do about that. Right, so I've got all the listings ready to go. They're all set. I'm very nervous about this update, but I've still got a couple of days until it goes to general public. I've got 470 skeins total. That's not true. That's not true at all because some of those have multiples. That's more than 470 skeins total listed. So 50 times 6, 300. Oh mate, I've got 720 skeins on the website. Oh god. I've said a tentative 8 weeks turnaround, hoping to get it done sooner, but I do also have East Anglia Yarn Festival to prep for because I have no stock, so I need to completely dye everything for that, and that's at the end of March. I've timed this very well, can you tell? So yeah, I've tentatively said 8 weeks, but it is subject to change depending how many I sell. Okay, I'm going to treat myself to a couple of hours playing on The Sims. Nothing too intense. But before I do that, let's go make a cup of tea. I haven't had one yet today, and it's 2:45. Mario came home from work and then now has gone out for a run. He's signed up to do a half marathon, which is very exciting, but it means he needs to actually train for the half marathon. So he started going on runs every so often, and yeah, it makes me feel a little bit sick that he's so much fitter than me, even though I have done much more running more recently than him. But then I stopped because my knee. And now my knee is somewhat better, so I should probably get back to it at some point. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to go out for a 5k run from the offset like he can and did. So Slightly frustrating, but such is life. I'm still making my sim. I'm getting to the point of making the sim where I'm fed up of making the sim. But I don't want to do a half-assed job on it. I wish you could like save your progress and then go back to it later. I don't know if you can. So the response to the Resistances collection is good so far, which is really good and amazing. I have all these stitch markers that I need to put findings on. I'm going to make that tomorrow's task, and I need to photograph them. But I also need to keep bead weaving for East Anglia Yarn Festival. I still have about 180 stitch markers to go of those. Miso is going mental in the background, playing with a tiny blue mousie. It's a toy, it's not a real mousie. And it's really small, so it fits in their mouth really nicely. It's so cute when they pick it up and carry it off. Oh, it's adorable. But she's currently flinging it around the living room. My tiny bub. What? I expect nothing less from her, truth be told. I expect nothing less. But I can't remember what I was saying, so I'm sure it doesn't matter. You can't look at this jumper and tell me it wasn't somewhat of an inspiration for the Yelly Knits rainbow jumper. I'll put it side by side. Because, like, this is that jumper. Just that jumper also has, like, stripy sleeves on it. So, I have come upstairs again, back to the office, because I think I want to cast on a slice of light shawl out of some of my new colourways, because I think that would be fun. So that's a pattern by Zuzana Zoma. It's 2 skeins of 4-ply. Yeah, 2 skeins of 4-ply and 1 skein of fluff. So it's this one. How can I do it without showing you the pattern? Like this. Zoom in, Hannah, zoom in. Or I could also just put it on the screen, I suppose. It's this one. I'll put it on the screen. I had to adjust things because it's dark up here. But it's got a bit of brioche in it, and it's a triangular shawl. It's got a bit of brioche in it, so I'm thinking for the contrast of the brioche, use poison resistance, because it's got some of the green, which is in here, and it's got a bit of, well, it's technically purple, but it's kind of gone pink, and I just think that these will be quite nice together. So we've got poison resistance and charm resistance, and then also charm resistance on floof. So this will be the main triangle, and then this will be the contrast at the bottom. Will that be too much pink? That is the question, because the other option is to do this on floof and have this as the contrast, so it's just like a pop of pink and it isn't just pink. But I don't have a whole lot of pink knits in my life, so I think I'm going to stick to my guns, especially because this particular skein of mohair isn't the pinkest. It's got an awful lot of purple in it, so I think that will tone it down quite a lot. And yeah, I'm going to make this with my merino base. I almost went yak, so close to yak, but I think I'm going to stick with the merino base and then one of these. Boop. Right, I'm going to cake these up. We'll ignore the fact that I also have these 3 whips. This is my Advent shawl that I made pretty good progress on. This is a new pair of socks that's strictly for D&D knitting. We only have D&D once every fortnight, so this is a long project. And then this is the flax jumper I was knitting for my friend's baby, toddler. And I'm onto a sleeve. I knit the body really quickly when I went to see Spider-Man, to the point where I knit an extra inch or 2 on it. It's quite long. But yeah, I've started the sleeve, but I need to keep knitting it. Oh, I should just do it. But I want to cast on this new shawl, so nanas to everyone, including myself. Plus, the needles that I need to use for this shawl are not in use anywhere else, so if that's not fate, I don't know what is. Okay, right. Let's go get my winder. Okay, I put the light on. So I've just caked up these colourways and, oh, you can't really see. poison resistance looks like, you know, when oil hits a puddle, it's kind of got that rainbowy aspect to it. And then these are just really fun. I think these are going to be delightful together. I'm very excited. Right, now I need to find a project bag and cast on. Mario accidentally trapped a bub in a cupboard. Okay, it wasn't me so stuck in the cupboard, just Kimchi. But he just opened the cupboard door and she burst out, so. Oh no. Good evening, folks. It's the end of the night. I'm looking a bit frazzled. I'm going to push that door closed because Mario's gone to bed. Because he's up early tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday, and tomorrow is his baking and delivery day for people who have placed orders with him, which is very exciting. And yeah, I'm going to lend Verity of Truly Hooked the book I've just finished, also called Verity, because she responded and said, maybe I should read this. And I was like, you can borrow it when I finished with it, it's more than fine. And she's ordered bread from Mario. Fantastic, thank you. So he's going to deliver it to her tomorrow, so you can do the book. Wonderful stuff. So I've made a bit of progress on my slice of light shawl. I've got to the end of the current sectiony bit, and then I think I'm about to start a next pearl section. It's very, I think this is the top edge. This is a bit tighter than this bit, but I think here is where you pick up for brioche. So it's possibly better that it's a bit, the slip stitches are a bit looser, but this is so squishy. So squishy. I haven't knit anything using my fluffy lace and my mohair sock base before, and it's delightful together. It's so lovely. And I was worried it would be too purple, that you wouldn't be able to tell what base it is. It's not. You can tell. You can tell this is charm resistance. It's so pretty. I can't get over it. It looks more purpley on camera than it does in real life, but nature of the lighting. I'm a bit obsessed with this. It says to take out this stitch marker because you're meant to like see where the pearl and the knit is on each side, but I think I'm just going to keep it in for my own whatever, because I know that if I'm watching telly or I'm watching something or if I'm chatting or whatever, I'll just keep going and knit right through and like, balls, and then have to tink back. Whereas this, you don't have to. That's the whole point of a stitch marker. I have a little butterfly on it to mark the front, the right side. I might scoot it up actually. Come on then. Fly up, little friend. Just to mark the right side. This is one of my hand beaded stitch markers for those who are new, which I don't think I'd get a whole host of new watchers on my podcast, but just in case. This is also what I do. I don't just dye yarn. I also make these little things. And I have a lot to make for a yarn show. I'm a bit excited and overwhelmed by how much I have to do, but I'm very excited about this shop update that I have this week. So it is stitch markers and it is yarn pre-orders. If you order stitch markers and yarn pre-orders together, you will wait until your yarn pre-order is going out before I send the stitch marker, unless you order them separately, obviously. But yes, I'm really enjoying the little pops of green. This section over here is just had a large influx of purple, because it's just how the yarn's worked out. But every so often, you get these little pops of green in it. Oh, and they're so lovely. Yes, very pleased with this colour choice in particular. I was worried it would be too pink, but now looking at it and knitting it up, I mean, I'll have a look in the daylight tomorrow. I would happily wear a jumper in this. Who wouldn't? I'm going to call that a day. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you yourself are interested in getting your hands on any of the Resistances collection, thank you very much in advance. It will be available for general sale at 12 p.m. GMT on Saturday, the 29th of January. That's the last plug of it that you're going to get in a video. Next week you got a podcast, so I won't be plugging it, but I will be showing this, hopefully. If you'd like to join the Patreon, please feel free. You get an extra video every week. Ooh, an extra post you get an extra post that no one else sees every week. And also I do occasional things like give you a shop update 24 hours early or things like that. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing that every time. I just thought it would be a fun little perk for the first month of Patreon. So if you'd like to join, please feel free. Link is in the description box below, along with everything else that I think you might need, like the Discord. Come along, have a chat. That's the point. I need to take a picture of this and share my whip in the Discord. I'll do that after this. If you'd like to follow me on social media, links can all be found in the description box below, along with anything else that I think you might need, like the books I'm currently reading and the equipment I'm using to film and blah blah blah, all in the description box. And the tea that I had today also down there. And with all that being said, thank you so much for leave me a comment, let me know what you've been up to. Have you bought, will you buy, do you want any of the Resistances collection? If not, fantastic. What are you currently working on? Have you got Cast-on-itis? I do, very much so. I want to cast on all the things. And do you have too many whips? I need to have a whip down at some point when I finish this. But with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon in next week's podcast, or on Monday if you're a patron. Bye.